What would you do if you had nothing left but one jar of oil, and your children were about to be taken away? Could something so small save your entire family? Welcome back to our channel, where we explore life-changing stories from the Bible and what they mean for us today. In today's story, we meet a widow who was drowning in debt and facing the unthinkable, losing her 2 sons to slavery. But what happens next is nothing short of a miracle. Let's dive into this powerful story from 2 Kings 4:1-7. The story begins with a widow. Her husband, a man who served God, had died, leaving her with debts she couldn't pay. The creditors were knocking on her door, demanding her 2 sons as payment. She cried out to the prophet Elisha for help. Elisha asked her, "What do you have in your house?" She replied, "Nothing, except a small jar of oil." Elisha told her to borrow as many jars as she could from her neighbors. He then instructed her to shut the door and pour the oil into each jar. She obeyed, and an amazing thing happened. The oil didn't stop flowing. It filled jar after jar after jar until there were no jars left. When she told Elisha, he said, "Go, sell the oil and pay your debts. You and your sons can live on the rest." That simple act of faith and obedience turned her desperate situation into one of abundance. This story teaches us 2 key lessons. First, no matter how small or insignificant what you have might seem, God can multiply it beyond your imagination. Second, obedience and faith unlock miracles. The widow trusted Elisha's words, and her trust led to provision. So, what about you? Maybe you feel like what you have isn't enough. Your resources, your talents, or even your hope. This story reminds us that God can use the little we have to create something extraordinary. Are you willing to trust Him with what's in your hands? If this story inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who might need encouragement today. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more uplifting stories like this one. Remember, God can take your little and make it much.